You start by trenching out your lines where you're going to run all your pipe, your French drains, your catch basins, hooking up your downspouts. That has to be done first. Go ahead and remove some of that soil because you're going to be putting gravel in there. We're about 20 inches deep on the average, and you're probably going to be about the same depth. Take a look. You can see this trench, and we're going to show you this trench in just a few minutes, and it's going to be full of water because that groundwater is rising up. Here we're just looking for the gas line. Remember to always locate those utilities. You'd need to do the same. Be very careful crossing any markings in your yard. Next, you need some good stone, lots of gravel. We like to use number 67 stone, and we get it from the quarry. We also use it by the bag. You as a homeowner can easily pick up bags of gravel from Home Depot or Lowe's. Pour some gravel in your trench. Use your little spoon shovel, we call it. Spread it out. You need a nice base of gravel down in that trench. Take a look. You see this water? This is that same trench as before. It's already rising up. This is groundwater, and this is what French drain collects. Spread a nice base of gravel underneath your pipe because you need that gravel for the water to flow through. Wrapping that in fabric, hey, you can do that if you want. It just slows down the flow. Next, you need to set your catch basins. Whether you use a 12 by 12, 6 by 6, 9 by 9, there's lots of different kinds. But you need that catch basin in order to collect the surface water. That's the water that sits on top of the ground. More gravel. You're going to use a lot of gravel in your French drain system. There's no way around it. Or you can use NDS Easy Flow, which actually works better than gravel in some soils. Take a look. You can see we've got that whole thing covered in gravel. Lay your pipe and then cover that pipe with lots more gravel because you need that water to get down to the bottom of the trench and it floods up into your system. Don't forget about the discharge line. This is the most important part of any rainwater drainage system. It has to discharge. Make a note. When you call and get those utilities located, always stop. If you're using a trencher, always stop and hand dig across the area. That happens to be a cable line, but still, you need to stop and hand dig across the area. Your discharge line is so important. Make sure that it has good discharge to daylight. That's the term. Again, more gravel. You need to make sure that system is totally encased in gravel. Finally, you're going to lay out some fabric. We lay that across the top of the gravel so that nothing drops in. On this particular job, the homeowner asked us to go ahead and use topsoil, and he bought a bunch of bags of topsoil. We just spread it out for him. Not a problem. You can easily do the same. He wanted to get an early jump on spring, beat the landscapers, and get that seed started so it would cover up. And you'll notice the guy's boots, how muddy they are. This was installed directly after a huge rainfall. You can do this at any time, but your cleanup is going to be a little bit more. A lot more raking. You can see the mud on the side of the yard. Try to do it when it's dry if you can, but when you have an emergency and you need to get that thing done, just do what you got to do, and you will finish this job.